Hey y'all, hey, I'm back. Guess what? This is the night before surgery, and I've already packed my items that I'm gonna take to the hospital, because this surgery does require for you to spend the night, and at minimum. So like I said, I am having the VSG surgery. What that is vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I guess that's how you say it, but I'm going to be putting it on the screen so you know exactly what I'm saying, just in case I've just butchered that name. So tonight I had to shower with it was some cleanser, of course, just regular surgical procedures. They have you shower with this, bathe with this antiseptic, skin antiseptic stuff. So I did that. I had to use half of the bottle tonight, and then I have to get up in the morning and use the rest of it in the morning. And of course, no lotions, no makeup, no jewelry, just come as you are. Okay, so in preparation for the surgery, y'all see that? I got my hair braided, I got my bonnet on. I'm just as plain Jane as you can be. All right, never mind that crutch back there, y'all. That's a whole different YouTube video. That's a whole nother vlog on how I hurt my knee even before this surgery. So I just got over that. But anyway, so this is a long time coming. I actually was in the process of having this surgery a couple of years ago before I got, remarried. And I got all the way to the point of meeting the surgeon and getting ready to set the actual date for the surgery. And something happened with my insurance. So I was upset because with the particular insurance that I had at the time, I had to go seek that. The requirements was you had to start going to the doctor 6 months prior. So it's not a surgery that you can just go to your doctor and say, hey, I want this surgery, and they book it a week or 2 weeks out. It doesn't work like that, especially not with the insurance that I had. So their requirements were you had to prove that you were serious. You had to see a psychiatrist. You had to get all type of tests. I mean, they test you from the rooter to the tutor. I mean, you have to do an endurance test. They even have to draw blood out of your arteries, because they want to make sure that your oxygen levels are on point. You have to go see a nutritionist, and some of those things I still had to do this time around. But the requirement for 6 months of doctor's visits was not required. So I actually could have had mine a month later, but due to, my new grandbaby coming and me starting a new job, I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to try to push it off as long as I can till December, because I didn't want to run into January, because, with insurance, your deductible runs, starts over. So I said, well, let me set it for December. Let me do it after Thanksgiving and before Christmas, so that way I can still enjoy family, for both holidays. So with my particular insurance, they only required for me to see a nutritionist and do a psych eval, because of course they want to make sure that you're mentally ready for this lifestyle change, because it's not just another fad diet that you're going on. It's not just another quick hey, the easy thing, like some people say, oh, you took the easy way out. I get so tired of hearing people say that, because it's not the easy way out. You still have to have discipline, and you still have to put in the work as well too, in order to get the results that you want to get. What was I going to say? But anywho, so I still had to go to a nutritionist, and I still had to do the psych eval. So once I did that, then of course I had my pre-op appointment where I had to go in. They gave me my prescriptions for after surgery. I had to go over to the hospital part, and they had to do like I think like an EKG, and they had to do like a chest x-ray, just to make sure that there was nothing that, will harm now. Nothing that would prevent the surgery being done. I did have to do a urine sample, but turns out when they found out that I can't have kids, then they were like, oh, we didn't even need to do that. So, hey, wasted urine, huh? But anyway, it's 11:03. Oh, it's 11:03. Oh my God. So look, I have to be at the hospital at 5:45. Pretty much all of the pre-op stuff is done. Now I know with my insurance, after they, got the authorization and all of that, then they were like, I had to pay, a balance, but it really wasn't that much. So I got to take care of that in the morning. And, so the actual surgery is probably not going to start until like 7:30. So, of course, they want you to come there super early to get all of the technical things out the way, get you prepped, get you ready, get your IVs going, all of that good stuff. So, actually, what I'm not only having the weight loss surgery, but I'm also getting a hernia repaired as well, too, because you really can't do the gastric sleeve without repairing the hernia as well. So, I think it's called a hiatus. I don't know. I'm gonna put that down there too. So you really can't repair it. You can't do the sleeve without doing that, because with the hernia, it's where your part of your stomach is pushed up into your diaphragm, which causes a lot of issues and stuff. So that's a whole nother video. So it was medically necessary for me to have this, because I was at a point where just the regular prescription acid reflux medicine really wasn't doing the job. And my acid reflux was so bad that it sent me to the hospital. So I'm really hoping that this corrects the issue. I know that they got to the point where they said that I would need to have the links, and the links is like a magnetic ring that they put at the base of your esophagus, and it's supposed to open and close, and it's supposed to keep the acid, in your stomach and stuff. And I just wasn't fond of having something foreign in my body like that. And just from being on the in the Facebook groups, I just heard so many horror stories. So I was like, no. And even when I spoke this surgeon this time, he even agreed as well. So I was like, this is coming from a surgeon that has, double digits of years experience. So he's seen and heard it all. And he even said that sometimes that links will erode in you, and this just hearing other people's experiences on the Facebook groups and stuff like that. They even said that even though they were having so many issues, not being able to eat, food getting stuck and all this stuff, it was like fighting tooth and nail for them to correct the problem and to actually remove, they kept saying, oh, it couldn't be that, and it's, how that goes. So I said, that's not the route that I wanted to go. And I was like, why not knock two birds out with one stone? I can lose weight, take care of the acid reflux problem, and as well as I know earlier this year I was diagnosed pre-diabetic, which my doctor, he was like, people hear pre-diabetic and they think, oh, I don't have it yet. But the way that he, approached it, he was like, we're going to say that you have it because you're right there at the borderline. And actually, I was like a little bit above, like I was like a 6.1. And I think the last time they checked was 6.2, so it was actually going up. And so I just, from seeing my family members have to deal with diabetes and all that, I just was like, I just do not want this for my life. I don't want to have to be sticking myself, checking my insulin and doing all that. I said, I've got to do something, so that's one of the many reasons. Just it will help with blood pressure, it'll help with diabetes, it just losing weight, period, will make you, be healthier. You'll be able to exercise more. It won't be out of breath, just all of that. And then, back to my knees. I was diagnosed with, what did they call that? Wasn't rheumatoid arthritis, but osteoarthritis, where, that means that your bone is like your bone is rubbing on your bones, and the joints, it's rubbing. And so, the original reason why I wanted to have this surgery was because, the doctor was like, you have a small frame. Oh my God, this was not even recording. All right, so y'all, this first video that I did record concerning the night before surgery, and the reason why I elected to go through this process, my recorder it actually stopped recording. So I'm just popping on here right now just to let you know that's the end of the blog, and stay tuned for more. I'm gonna be breaking down the whole journey so that I won't have too long of videos. So if you are liking this type of lifestyle content, make sure that you like, follow, and subscribe. Become a lady 10 or whatever you want to call it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can follow this journey and many other journeys that I do post. All right, peace out.